Thank you very much for the opportunity to address the panel. My name is Gene Malone. I'm the supervisor of the town of Schoharie. I'd like to begin by saying it is my personal opinion that there should not be any additional gas lines running through Schoharie County. I also wish to point out that since FERC has seemingly supported the I-88 concept for routing, I would deeply appreciate Constitution and FERC taking another look at what you are suggesting. I believe that the pipeline is on the wrong side of the highway with respect to impact on our residents in the town of Schoharie. The south side of I-88 offers clearer terrain. You want to take a close look at that. I would also like to say that representing people in any capacity has never been and will never be easy. When you accept the responsibility of that nature, you must believe that first and foremost comes the health and safety of your constituents. Such is the case on the issue of the proposed pipeline. Ever since the day that I was informed about the proposed Tennessee line compounded by the proposed Constitution line, I have been searching for someone else who may really care about the people in this county, who have consistently made sacrifice with respect to supplying the multitudes with what they are in need of, without any true benefit to our communities. Pipelines carrying natural gas as well as propane are nothing new to our part of the state, and our residents have lived with the everyday worry concerning safety and fear of possible combustion, such as what transpired in the town of Glennon a number of years back, resulting in loss of life and property. Our residents have suffered through numerous flooding events by means of man-made projects such as the Gilboa Dam and NIPA, to once again supply the multitudes. We have already experienced the loss of assessed values on hard-earned properties, and our landscape has already been marred, all supported by those politicians in this state who seek the vote of the multitudes and look at this as collateral damage. Why do they not care? And quite honestly, I have also not overcome the absolute lack of concern by Constitution pipeline representatives shown to the residents of our county regarding last year's catastrophic flooding event, which has left many of our residents still homeless. While we have been forced to attend many meetings with them, never have they recognized the poor timing of this project. It gives, I guess it would be safe to say, pipeline in the ground at any expense. They have advocated their willingness to come to some type of agreement with respect to routing and compressor stations. They have created numerous alternates, notifying all residents who could possibly be affected, creating complete hysteria throughout the county, rather than waiting until final determination was in place or no routing at all. They have advocated that the phrase eminent domain would be the last resort, and yet many of our residents have been told that if they do not cooperate, their properties will simply be condemned. Another tool of government to reach out or take what people have worked for their entire lives, all to supply the multitudes. They have promised $5 million tax dollars annually for our county. I am thankful that the editor at the Times Journal did his homework on that. It equates to about 39 cents when calculating distribution to the county, school districts, and towns. I know our residents have great concern about what is put beneath our soils. Perhaps it is going to take enough of them to say no to this project for those in government that should care to understand that this pipeline and what it can promote as far as hydrofracking is concerned is not wanted in our communities. Last stop, I guess it remains to be seen how much you truly care about our communities. Hopefully, you can find another way to supply the multitudes with what they need and remove the once again requested sacrifice of our residents. If I could have wished this project away, it would have been gone the very day it was proposed. So I call upon you to sympathize with the conditions that we already live with, and I ask you to convince others that our Residents have already made their contribution to the request for supply. Our lives are full of concern with respect to what is already in place. Please care about our people and ask no more of us. And one more thing. In our town of Schoharie, we have a cost zone referred to in our land use law as the Barton Hill Overlay. This cost zone sits atop the watershed and primary aquifer for the village public water supply. As such, the Barton Hill Overlay is subject to stringent land use provisions, several of which, such as the use of herbicides, would seem to be violated by the Constitution Pipeline proposal. I want to emphasize here that all of the proposed routes cross the Barton Hill Overlay. This matter will be brought up at our town board meeting tomorrow night, and a formal comment on this topic will be filed with FERC. I would like some assurance that attention will be paid to this issue, even if we miss the October 9th filing deadline mentioned on page 7 of your notice of intent. Thank you.